Morning, Pastor Steve here. Ephesians 4 again, verse 13. He says, till we all come to the unity of the faith and of the knowledge of the Son of God, to a perfect man, to the measure of the stature of the fullness of Christ, that we should no longer be children, tossed to and fro and carried about with every wind of doctrine by the trickery of men, and the cunning craftiness of deceitful plotting, but speaking the truth in love may grow up in all things unto him who is the head, Christ, from whom the whole body joined and knit together by what every joint supplies, according to the effective working by which every part does its share, causes growth of the body for the edifying of itself in love. Basically, growth equals to learn to really love one another. There's a strong emphasis here on working to bring each other to maturity. I've enjoyed some seminars and conferences over the years. I've had moments when those got me kind of excited and determined for a week or two to do more for the King. Can we talk? The real stimulation to continue in ministry, to grow in my faith, to learn to function in the body of Christ has been sisters and brothers who walk with me every day. They're the ones who lovingly tell me the truth about myself. They're the ones who challenge what I think, what I believe, and head me in the right direction or firm me up in my own position. I remember when I served in my first church, I was often privileged to go and speak at youth conferences. I was a young man then, and I kind of understood kids a little better, I thought. And I traveled. I've traveled from Pennsylvania to New Hampshire to all around and many places in Maine. And for a time, it was fun. It was heady. I was gratified, when there was good responses to the message. I'd come home all pumped up. I'd go back to that little church, and the people who knew me were able to enjoy that I had a good meeting. But then they were able to bring me back to reality that I wasn't all of that. Let's say they were proud of me, but didn't want to take a chance that I would be too proud of me. It's part of growth. Conferences and seminars can be helpful. It's nice to go and be among large crowds of family from time to time. But the nitty-gritty everyday walk is that of a body, functioning unit made up of little parts that work together to see to the general health of the body. I know the writer of Hebrews summed it up in chapter 10, 23 through 25. He said this, let us hold unswervingly to the hope we profess, for he who promised is faithful. Let us consider how we may spur one another on toward love and good deeds, not giving up meeting together, as some are in the habit of doing, but encouraging one another, and all the more as you see the day approaching. You ponder that, Pastor Steve.